Thank you. We now will have a recognition call on David Frank.
So good morning, Chancellor Young, Commissioner Rosa, members of the Board of Regents. Good morning. Oh, see, that's what I was waiting for. Not the slides, I was waiting for you. So, as many of you know, the National Blue Ribbon Schools Program, which was established in 1982, has recognized over 9,000 schools nationwide and over 800 schools right here in New York for overall academic excellence and progress in closing the achievement gap. It's long been one of the most visible and respected federal honors for schools across the United States. And each year, the New York State Education Department identifies potential candidates through a data-driven process using student performance and graduation outcomes. Schools are ranked by the Office of Information and Reporting Services, vetted by multiple program offices, including special education, bilingual education, state assessment, and the charter school office for final certification. So as they're getting the slide deck up, many of you know, unfortunately, in late August, the U.S. Department of Education abruptly and without notice or consultation informed all state education agencies, including ours, that it was formally discontinuing the National Blue Ribbon Schools program effective immediately. Prior to the program's cancellation, the commissioner had already submitted the formal nominations for 19 incredible schools and sent out congratulatory materials. The 19 schools that the state education department nominated also had already completed the federal government's time-intensive and detailed application and pulled together voluminous supporting materials, and the U.S. Department of Education had indicated that these schools would be honored this fall. Unfortunately, that did not come to pass. We share in the regret of school leaders, educators, and families, many of whom are watching today via webcast, who worked diligently on their application and who work so hard day in and day out to support our students. The State Education Department, along with many of the nominated schools and their districts, expressed that disappointment publicly and directly to the federal government. Despite this, the work of the incredibly dedicated and talented educators and students here in New York continues and serves as an exemplar nationally and across the globe. In fact, at a recent CCSSO meeting, conference out west, the senior deputy commissioner told me that many states are eagerly watching how our schools implement New York Inspires and are in awe how far our schools have already come. Despite the cancellation of the Blue Ribbon Schools program, New York State remains committed to recognizing the achievements of these schools and others. State Ed is currently working on how we can continue to recognize the exemplary work of our schools moving forward, and we'll have more news in the future after consulting with schools and other stakeholders. So in front of you today, all of you have a handout, and on the screen is a full list of the 19 schools nominated this academic year for Blue Ribbons, representing district and charter schools across every corner of the state. Although I will say Regent Ferrer and Regent Thomas Williams certainly have their fair share of schools on that list. In your materials, and soon to be posted on the Regents website, is a photograph and language that we worked with each of these schools to put together. It represents what makes their school community unique and responsive to the students, families, and of course, the communities that they serve. These schools embody what's best about New York education: academic excellence, innovation, equity, and opportunity for every student. So while federal recognition and support have been withdrawn, New York State will not allow this moment of excellence to go uncelebrated, or the accomplishment of these schools and all schools across New York to be diminished by Washington. On behalf of Commissioner Rosa and the entire State Education Department, we recognize these schools, their teachers, their students, leaders, and of course, families and communities for achieving the highest levels, and we reaffirm our commitment to celebrating the success across all of our schools and for all of our students. Thank you, Chancellor and members of the board, for taking this moment to honor these schools today.
I just want to add something here. In the past, I've been privileged to go to virtually all of the schools that have been nominated and won this award in the past. And the schools themselves usually have a wonderful celebration because they should. This is a tremendous amount of work that goes into the application to the process that it takes from a school to win this award. I would hope that the schools themselves might continue their celebration of the great work that they've done by having a day or celebration assemblies and invite the regents from that area to join in, because it's a significant achievement that they need to celebrate. Thank you.
And we will be giving each of these schools a certificate, so they'll be sent out shortly. So they'll also have something formal that recognizes that they were one of the nominees.